Hi, this is Judy with Handcrafted Greetings, and today I'm going to show you how to make this ornament shaker card. You will need mirror gold cardstock, mirror silver cardstock, through the years prints, and out of that you'll need the fir boughs paper, Cranberry Bliss cardstock, whipped cream cardstock, some acetate. I just use the packaging for that came with my stencils. It doesn't have to be real thick, just a nice clear acetate, and a piece of craft foam, and this is about, I think it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. You'll also need the Ornament Swirls die, the Journey Circles die set, the Merry Words stamp and die set, and sequins to fill the shaker card with. I use the Special Celebration, Journey, or Blue Skies, and Pink World. Those are the ones that I use for the inside, and also Kiwi Slice True Color Fusion ink. Make your card stock or your card blank with the whipped cream cardstock. This is just a standard 5.5 by 4.25 inch card blank. From the fir boughs, cut a 4 by 5.25 inch rectangle. So that's going to be matted on the cardstock. Then use your Journey Circles die. This die set has solid circles and stitched circles, one inside the other. So there's 5 solid, 5 stitched. So you want to take, for the hole that you're going to cut, you're going to want to use the 3rd solid circle in. So it's this middle one. And we're just going to position it, just kind of eyeball it, position it right there. You want to make it thick enough so that there will be some overlap under here. So I'm going to go and cut that out. Okay, and here is the paper with the hole cut out of it, and that's going to fit on here. Now I'm just going to center it on here, and then I'm going to take a pencil and trace just real lightly around that circle so I know where it's going to be on the background. I'm going to take that off, and then I'm going to take that same circle and I'm going to take my mirror gold cardstock and I'm going to cut a circle with that. Okay, now I've got my gold circle, and I'm just going to glue it onto there with some Journey Craft Glue. This is going to be the background for the shaker. Okay, so I've got that background. Now I'm going to take my fun foam. I'm going to take the fun foam, I'm going to take this circle and then the next one out, so that's the 2nd circle from the outside. I'm going to put it on there, and then I'm going to run that through my Journey Platinum, and it will cut through. I was kind of surprised. I didn't know if it would through this thicker foam, but it cut through just fine. So I'm going to go do that. And now I have my raised foam container for my sequins. And to put that on, if you have the white liner sheets, you could also use that same combination of the 2nd and 3rd die and cut your white liner sheet so that it'll fit on here. I don't have white liner sheets, so I'm going to just use white liner. And since I'm not using glitter, I don't have to make sure that the yeah, there can be some gaps. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to go ahead and put that all the way around here. If I were using fine glitter, I would want to make sure that there were no gaps at all. And now I'll take my Journey tool, burnish those down. And pull them off. Okay, now I just need to flip that over, center it over the top of this, stick it down. Now I'm ready to put the glitter inside, or the sequins inside. I'm not using glitter. So I'm just going to put, I have 3 colors, I'm just going to put just a little bit of each one. Don't need a whole lot, just enough so that it'll shake around. I think that's enough. Okay, and now I need a window for the top of this, so I have cut a window for my clear plastic. For the window I used the second die in, and so here's my window that I cut using that. I'm going to want to put that on top of here, and I'm going to use the white liner again. And if there's any hanging over, I just, there, put it back on there. Now I can just put this over the top. Lines up perfectly. And whoops. Of course I got a wrinkle in it. There. And a sequin escaped. Oh well. There. And now I've got my the shaker part done. Now I'm just going to put some more white liner on top of here so that it'll adhere to the back of the front of the card. And don't need nearly as much. All right, now I'm ready to put the front on. So before I do that, I want to use foam squares to pop it up so it'll be the same height as the rest of the card. Let's see. It's my Journey foam squares. Normally when popping the front of a card up, I would put squares in the middle, but obviously you don't need to do that because you've got the sequin container to hold that up. So on this side I'm just putting 2, and I'll put one right here. Okay. And just line that up. Make sure it's straight. Oh, whoops. No, don't want to do that yet. Do not do that yet. Before you do this, we have to cut the actual ornament. So glad I didn't stick that down. Next thing we want to do is take this, the second ring in, and then from the ornament swirls, we want the center. And I'm going to put this, cut this with cranberry cardstock, just like that. And this is what I'm going to end up with. So see how that would fit, is this right here, this here, and you've got the ornament that lays over that. So now that we have this, this is what goes on top of here. This is the lid. So we're just going to lay it down just like that. And that's stuck on, and now you've got the finished shaker. Now we're going to take the front of the card, center it over that, and there we go. So we've got that done. All we have to do is add the other two ornaments and the hangers. So the hangers I cut out of this silver mirror cardstock. And I'm going to put this one on first. Just going to use a little bit of Journey glue. Oops, a little too much on there. And I'm going to use my tweezers. There's just some cheap tweezers I picked up on Amazon. I really like them. So that one, oops, I got a little glue on the front. I hate it when I do that. It's right there. Okay, and then the two smaller ornaments, I'm going to pop those up. Now I'm going to be putting Journey Glaze on these two ornaments, and I found that when you put Journey Glaze on the cardstock while it's wet, it'll curl. So because of that, I'm going to put a few extra foam squares. So I'm going to put one big one in the middle, and then little ones around the outside, and that'll keep this, it'll keep it flat so that the glaze doesn't run off one side or the other. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put this one right here, yeah, right about there. Same with this one. And I put this one right just a little bit higher right there. There. Now I need to put the hangers for these, and I'm going to need to pop those up. And these are a little bit too big, so I'm going to have to cut them in half. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on here. Just that right there, the top of it, so it'll stick to the background. And then same for this one. Okay, those are done. Now I'm going to want to trim those right even with the top. I need to make sure that one's stuck down. There. And now I need to stamp the Noel, so I will go do that. Okay, I've stamped the Noel on whipped cream cardstock and then use the die to cut it out. And I'm going to pop this up as well. I just like using tweezers so I get my fingers out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. And I want that right there. Now all that's left is putting the Journey Glaze on and the sparkle cuts. Oh, I forgot to mention sparkle cuts. I use this, you don't have to, I mean, but since I have them, I'm going to use sparkle cuts on my 2 smaller ornaments along with the Journey Glaze. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is put the Journey Glaze on. Okay, I'm going to do this one first. So I just go around the whoops, wow, that almost shot out of there. Around the outside of the ornament first. Just kind of makes a border to hold the rest of it in. Okay. Okay, now that's done, I'm going to add sparkle cuts to those. Just a little bit. And it really doesn't take much to really give these some sparkle. Okay, I think that's good. And then if I want to make the Noel, I could add some, I think I will, oops, not this. Add some Journey Glaze just to the letters and the fir boughs on the Noel. Oh no! It's dripping! No! One thing about it, it does dry clear. How did I manage that? Okay. That was weird. And I'm not sure what this is going to turn out like. Since I already got some on there, I think I am going to go ahead and do this one just really, really lightly. Try to get it, keep it off of the plastic, but it dries clear, so we'll see. I wouldn't normally do this. Might be one of those happy accidents. Okay, my camera decided to stop recording before I was done, but you get the idea. I finished that. We'll see how it works after it's completely dry. These edges are curled up just a little bit, so I don't think that I would do that again. I might go in and just tack those down. But that's the finished card, and it was actually a pretty quick process. So I hope you have fun with that, and comment and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you.